Right then.
Right then.
2-0 Newcastle. Third in the league. Look at that smile, everyone's buzzing on them.
Oh, no, how? Can you believe it, mate?
I can't now.
It's fucking mental, man, isn't it? Can you imagine this time last year, if someone had said to you, we're going to beat Man United 2-0, we're going to be third in the league, what would you say?
Get your fucking passports out, lads! Get it!
You come, you mate. See what you just said there? Who thought we'd beat them 2-0?
Who would have believed it? Who would have believed it?
See, I don't Saint-Maximin the day. People slag him, right?
Oh, he's been minted.
He was amazing.
He could
have 2 assists today, so I mean, he was amazing.
So would you keep him tonight?
Oh, 100%, mate.
To be fair, I've been a big get rid of him in the summer. I have been a big supporter of getting rid of him in the summer. But if he can consistently do what he done today or what he done against Man City, like earlier on in the season, like that is a player that you want. But
he takes 2-3 players out every time. Do you know what I mean? 2-3 players come to him. He's a little bit tricky, you know that. But he's 2 balls you try to play through the day. If there are 2 balls that went through the day, Newcastle were 3-1 up in the first half.
Aye.
He came out and he said, look, I had the chance to leave in January, I decided to stay. Eddie Howe wanted us to stay. But he's going to assess his options in the summer, depending on how much the club want him.
He did well to stay. Like, obviously, it's one of them players that we need to keep, like, because obviously you've got Anthony Gordon on the bench. Keep him, keep Maxi, and obviously you've got those players on the right hand
eventually
side.
will take over Maxi's place.
He's got to.
But if he's young boy, just like, keep him training, keep him.
What I've got to say as well is
Maxi will be there next season. I think Eddie Anderson will probably take over.
I think at this point you've just got to trust anything that Eddie Howe does. Really, like, do you know what I mean? If Eddie Howe says that he's right, then he's right. Do you know what I mean? You can't go against him at this point, can you? You know what I mean? Exactly.
Champions League next season.
Oh, man, third in the fucking league, man.
I think we'll stay there, right? I think we'll stay third. I think we'll stay top 4.
Do you know what it is?
We'll beat West Ham next week. Spurs are the down, so I think we'll beat Spurs.
I think we will as well.
See that when we play like Brentford and lower teams, that's when we'll struggle.
But we haven't been this season, though, have we? We haven't been struggling against the lower teams.
Few draws.
We've had a good few draws, but again, when you look at last season, we 19th, bottom of the fucking league, and then Eddie Howe comes in, and like, look at our form since then, mate. It's absolutely incredible. It's absolutely incredible. He's got players who were written off. Joe Linton, 40 million. People were saying, "Oh, what a flop! What a flop!" For me, right now, Joe Linton is the first name on the team sheet.
Yeah.
I know he started on the bench today because we've had a few games without him. We've been playing well, and Eddie goes on form, doesn't he? You know what I mean? Like, if we're playing well without him, he's not just going to start him. But like to get players like Joe Linton, Almiron, how many goals Almiron scored in his whole Newcastle career? Maybe 10, 15. And he's come this season. He's got that in a season. Eddie Howe, for me, anything he says, Gans. If he thinks that we should keep Maxi, then we should. If he thinks that we should buy McTominay from Man U, then we should. And like, you can't look at what McTominay's doing for Man U or whether he's getting a game for them. If Eddie Howe tells you that he's the man, then he is for me. Whatever he says goes for me. Like, I trust him 100%.
Do you know when you hear fans saying like, "Oh, when Newcastle get bigger, when they get better, when they play in Champions League, they'll have to get a bigger, better name manager and someone who's been there, done it." Do you trust Eddie Howe in Europe as well, on them big stages, and maybe in another cup final?
I think it's definitely give them the chance.
Yeah.
Like, definitely didn't like get into Europe and then think, "All right, we'll get Conte or whoever." Like, I think give him his chance to do what he wants to do in Europe and get in the players that he wants to get in the summer. So I feel like if we get like Champions League this season, we finish top 4, we're going to have a good spending spree in the summer. We'll see the players that he brings in, see what he does with the team, see how he does in Europe next season, and then if he's shite, then he's shite, you know what I mean? But I think of what he's done for us to then just drop him now and say, "Oh, we'll get a better manager in to do this," that'd be shocking.
No, he definitely deserves it, doesn't he? Definitely.
He deserves a chance. He does.
Right. Nice one, cheers, mate. Nice one, cheers, mate.
Where's this going to be?